Hello, my name is Emily Miller, and my research is on high-intensity interval training as well as low-intensity interval training and the effect they have on body fat percentage. A little bit of background includes the definition of both high-intensity interval training as well as low-intensity interval training. High-intensity interval training is a form of exercise that places high physical demands on the body during physical activity for a short period of time with a short resting period. Low-intensity interval training is a type of exercise that intersperses strength training intervals with longer rest breaks. This type of exercise does require that you perform each exercise with perfect form. A little bit of introduction. Currently, there are high levels of obesity in the United States, and it continues to increase every year. This can be seen in the chart that I have provided. I believe that this chart goes from the 1940s to about 2012. Due to high levels of obesity, there is a need for convenient ways to exercise. Both high-intensity interval training as well as low-intensity interval training are convenient ways to exercise and can have an impact on loss in body fat percentage, even if only done 3 days a week for 30-minute periods. Losses in body fat percentage are important to reduce the amount of obesity in the United States. My research question states that what is the effect of low-intensity interval training and high-intensity interval training on reducing body fat percentage? My hypothesis is that I predict that high-intensity interval training will have more of an impact on losing body fat percentage than low-intensity interval training or the control group. I have included a list on the side that shows that high-intensity interval training can have an impact on somebody even if it is done for 3 minutes per week, whereas low-intensity interval training or low-intensity steady state training has a longer time commitment of 20 minutes per week. Overviews of intervention. The participants of this study include 30 teachers, both male and female, between the ages of 21 and 40. These teachers were taken from a school district and were randomly assigned to one of 3 groups, including high-intensity interval training, low-intensity interval training, or the control group. The control group did not have a set exercise that they needed to do. They could be static like they were before this started, or they can do exercise as they wished. Procedures include skin fold measurements. Each participant will get skin fold measurements every week to keep track of the percentage of body fat participants are losing, as well as some exercise programs. Each exercise will last for 30 minutes and will include sprinting, Tabatas, weighted circuits, jumping, and heavy lifting for high-intensity interval training group. For low-intensity interval training group, their exercises will be lower body, such as lunges and squats, as well as full body in the pool, such as swimming laps or other exercises in the pool, as well as weighted circuits and other types of circuits. The interval towards the beginning will include 30 seconds of exercise with a 90-second break and 90 seconds of exercise with an 180-second break. Then, as the program goes on, the rest periods will decline to match the exercise intervals. For example, 30 seconds of exercise will get a 30-second break, and 90 seconds of exercise will get a 90-second break. The needed instruments for this program include skin-fold calipers to take the skin-fold measurements each week, as well as a scale to take measurements of body mass index once at the beginning of the program, as well as once at the end. Statistical tests. Each participant's body fat percentage will be measured using skin-fold calipers once a week throughout the program. Body mass index will also be calculated at the beginning as well as the end of the program. T-test and regression analysis will be conducted for both pre-test and post-test results of body mass index as well as body fat percentage. Findings of this study include higher decreases in body fat percentage for high-intensity interval training, training, and there is also showing there's not a significant impact between low-intensity interval training and the control group on body fat percentage. However, there is a significant impact on body mass index. Both males and females can benefit from this exercise. Future research includes more research needs to be done on the effect of low-intensity interval training on body fat percentage. Different occupations need to be used. And more research needs to be done on whether high-intensity interval training or low-intensity interval training has a better effect on losses in body fat percentage. My study showed that high-intensity interval training shows a greater percentage of loss in body fat percentage than low-intensity interval training. This concludes my presentation. I hope that I can answer any and all of your questions that you have. Thank you.